Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, it's Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Montana 3720 RL fifth wheel. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite and a couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, you do have a slide to think about, but I also want you to think about your awning. You're going to need a lot more room for that to come out. Then over on your off campsite, got a couple more slides, but I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. On your unit, your power is going to plug in all the way in the rear and the back of the coach. Then your water connection is going to be all the way at the front. So I believe you got a 30-foot power cord on this. Gives you a really long drinking water hose. Once you arrive, we're going to unhook our hitch. Auto leveling system, turn it on here. You can go to the front. Front is going to show down. You're going to bring that to where you need it to be. Bringing that up actually until you can remove your vehicle. Remove your vehicle all the way out from underneath this, because then you're going to touch auto level, and when you touch auto level, first thing that's going to happen is the whole front is going to dip. So make sure everyone and everything is clear first. Front will dip, auto leveling system will come down. We're just going to touch auto level. Like I said, it's going to dip your front down first. Make sure your vehicle's good and clear. Slides are out, ready to roll. So this will do a little dance for a few minutes. We'll go ahead and watch everything come down. Yeah, coming down right here. The other side should lead to your other side back. Now we're all down, we're going to level ourselves out. And it looks like we're done. Green light there in the middle, done flashing. Go you on level, we can hook up our power and water. As I said, big 30 amp cord plugs in here on the rear. Or excuse me, 50 amp cord. We do have a dog bone, they call it, 50 to 30 amp reducer. For a lot of campsites are at 30, and if you need to plug into a 110, or is it 30 to 15 amp reducer to plug into a 110. Got your power hooked up. Let's hook up your water. your docking station's up here in front. At campsites, we're going to hook up to city water connection here. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in the unit. Always use this when putting fluid into your unit because you don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Hook that up. Hook up your hose. Make sure you are not in winter bypass. That you're set to normal flow. One more step before turning that hose on. Let's find your hot water heater. Yours is located over on the campsite. And all we're doing at this point, folks, make sure our drain plug's back in. This door will lift right up off here. Get some plumber's tape around that. Get that in there nice and snug. Once that's in there nice and tight, you can go ahead and turn that hose on. Now, once you've got that hose on, go inside. Our unit's level and stable. Deploy our slides. Get all of our slides out because I need you to get in there and open up your water taps. Open up all of your water lines. Get a nice steady flow of water going through them. Get all the air out of the lines. Then you can shut them off. Then you'll know your hot water heater is full. Another way to check is to lift up on this pressure release valve. You'll get some water coming out of there if your hot water heater is full. Then you know this is full and you can turn it on from indoors. If for some reason your hot water heater doesn't seem to be working, come out here to look to see if these are bubbled up. They're just a reset bubble. There is an on-off electric element down here. Keep that set to on. Put that back in here. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to dry camping or boondocking as they call it. In that case, we're just going to fill up our fresh water tank. Two-step process here. We will start in the same spot with a water pressure regulator. Fill our fresh water over here. But what you're going to do is you come down here from normal flow. You're going to put this to fill. Now you're going to go ahead and fill that tank. On the inside, where you check the levels of your black and gray tanks, you're also going to watch your freshwater button. Once that freshwater tank is full, remove that hose. Take that fill, turn that back to normal flow, and then whenever you want to utilize the water out of that freshwater tank, you'll turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to city water. That's already pressurized. Alright, we're all set up with power and water. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit, continuing here in the docking station, starting up top. You can plug in a solar panel right there. That'll trickle charge your batteries. You have a hot cold shower here with a quick connect spray port that'll connect onto that. Snap right on the end there. Here's where you will suck in your antifreeze. You'll make sure that you winterize, turn your winterize off. City and freshwater connection. Black tank flush. We'll talk about that when dumping our black and gray tanks. Here's an area that you can open up to run your hoses up through before connecting. To the right, my low point drains. Above that, battery disconnect. That would disconnect all the battery power to the unit. Up above that, bedroom, living room, and coach cable. Into your big storage area, you got a hand crank. That hand crank will bring down your spare tire. Just toward the back. Show you that when I get back in there. Some storage here. Below that storage is where you'll hook up our sewage hose when we dump our black and gray tanks. These are access panels to the back of your fridge. That is the vent for your microwave. Coming around the rear, again, your power. You got a ladder, utilize it. Go up there and check the seams of your roof and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. Go up there a couple times a year and check things out. You want to add to the longevity of the life of these wipers on all of your slides. They got a spray that you can put on them to keep them nice and pliable. Keeps them from dry rotting over the years. Continuing down our campsite. Next to our hot water heater is going to be a flue for our furnace. Two things on that. One, make sure it's never blocked. And 2, if you are running your furnace, steer clear of that, it does get hot. And here's our 110. You have a vacuum system in here. Used unit did not come with the hoses, but if you hook a hose up, turn that on, that will vacuum. Wonder where it goes, pull back on this, and that opens up for your bagging system. 110s and cable out here in case you want to hook up a TV as well. And here is access to your propane, lefty loosey to open, of course. Up front, you've got our hydraulic leveling system and our batteries. Check your battery post every now and then, make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. Another access to that. There's just a vent for your battery. Docking light up front here. And back around to our auto leveling system. That about covers everything out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. Coming up inside unit, first thing I always like to point out is your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camped with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. To my right, we've got these big cabinets. We're going to open the one on the left to come to our control panel. So I'm going to start on the top here. This is where we'll check the levels of things like your brand new battery, your fresh black and gray tanks. This switch here is for your fan. There's a hand pull down on that to shut the light off if you want to just leave the fan on. So we've got tons of lighting here. I want to tell you about this interior light right here. If you have that on, you have a switch here at the door that those will stay on no matter what. If you shut it off, when you open up the door, it's going to come on. When you close the door, it shuts off. Other lighting, here's where you check your, these are tank heaters. This is 12 volt pads that are stuck on your tank to keep them from freezing in inclement weather. Down here's where you turn on your water heater if hooked to gas or if hooked to electric. It does make a difference. Here's where you turn on the water pump when using your fresh water or potable water. Your awning light. And your awning retract and extend. When you extend them, you only want to extend that out until you can see your silver bar. If you hold that down, that will continue to run itself out and run itself up backwards. So keep an eye on it when you're running it out and make sure you only run it out as far as you need to. Go ahead and retract that real quick. So another thing about your doors is they are called slam locks because they work best when gently slammed. Alright, back over to our control panel again. I'll shut that awning light off. Here's our slide controls. We'll utilize those when we close the unit back up. You have a max air vent. All you gotta do is hit on. On opens up the vent and turns it on. You change the speed, 4 different speeds there. Shut it off. Shuts the fan off and closes it. Down below that is some accent lights for your kitchen area. That covers everything up there. Let's go down here to our breaker box and fuses. Ton of 15s in there. A couple 25s. I highly recommend having some of those with you when you go camping. This is your vacuum system. Simply lift up and sweep everything away. That'll go down to that bag that I showed you on the inside. Real quickly, on your island, you got a 110 with 12 with a GFCI reset. Below that is your 12 volt carbon monoxide propane detector. The reason I mention that's 12 volts, always running off your battery. So if you do happen to go dry camping or boondocking somewhere, nothing plugged in charging your battery, use your battery disconnect if you're going to be gone for the day to keep this from running your battery down. And then dinette here, there's some vacuum parts, our recliners. Everything works good on these. They're separate from this. Another recliner here. Show you real quickly how to turn your bed into or your sofa into a bed. Stand in the middle, gives you good leverage. Remove your cushions. Or just Velcroed on the back there. Stand in the middle here. Lift that up. Pull the legs out. Pull it towards you. Flip that down, and just that quickly you've got a bed. Now the most important thing on this is lift your back up first. Otherwise you can really damage your bed here, or your sofa. Put it away, lift the back up. Lift the front up, hold your legs in. Jackknife this down. Turn your cushions, and just that quickly back to a sofa. Our television, crank that up. We got that strapped in for travel. Up top here, you've got a DVD player, a sound system. There's your TV. Let me shut that back off. Up top here again, DVD player, CD player, sound system. Just more straps over here. Fireplace, not just for looks anymore. I can turn this on, go through and make it brighter or dimmer. But the biggest thing is the heat. Crank the heat up on these. And in the morning, instead of, if it's chilly in the morning or evening, it's timer, try to shut off. If it's chilly in the morning or evening, crank this heat up on here. And instead of using up your gas, use this electric heat. And it'll get it toasty in here in no time. Coming into your kitchen area, self-explanatory microwave. Does have a light and a fan. High and low. Cooktop. Got this nice solid top for that. Turn that to light. Hit your spark. When your gas is on, these will light up. Turn your gas on to show you these working. All three of those. On the oven, you do have a pilot light to get in there and light them. Fridge. North cold fridge. Turn it on over here. See how well you can see this. But right there, you're on auto. There we go. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, you're running off gas. Electric, gas, auto. See that? There's electric, there's gas, there's auto. Change your settings for your temperatures over here. Coming up the hallway is our thermostat. Go ahead and crank that up. Mode. Let's turn on the AC. Cool. That's zone 2. Let's go to zone 1. Turn the air on in here. There we go. Now I'm going to go back through. Shut these modes off. Back to zone 2. Shut that one off as well. Stop it off. Now the AC shut off kind of quick. I'm going to go ahead and go back to zone 1, which is our living room. I'm going to turn on the heat. The furnace. Let you hear that kick on. Now you'll notice when I shut the furnace off now, it takes a few minutes for the furnace fan to cycle through before it shuts off. Real easy system. Got a hallway light here, hallway pantry. Coming into our bathroom here. The thermostat for in here. Lighting. 110. Shower. Make sure that you have the shower door snapped open for travel. so your glass doors aren't going to go nowhere. A little plumbing to maintain. Keep an eye on your plumbing over the years. You're bouncing the house down the road. Want to make sure nothing goes wiggled loose after time. Another TV in your bedroom. Crank that up. You also have a strap to strap that for travel. Whenever you arrive at different campsites, go into your menu, set up your digital channel scan for local channels. Another closet area here with another area to make sure you have snapped closed. Shut off this lighting in here. See if it's part of the bedroom lighting. It is a closet light. And I just want to make sure that you have this snapped for travel as well. Closed. Easier to do with two hands. There we go. Gonna make sure that's snug. Don't need these doors bouncing around anywhere. Got a little bit of storage up underneath your bed. And that about covers everything in here. It's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. I like to start in my bedroom, shut my lights off, come back out here, close up my bathroom door, my bedroom door. My hallway light. Come to my main control panel. Shut off all my interior lights that I can find. Then that shows me all of the accent lighting that I need to walk through the unit and shut off. A lot of these are individuals. As I'm walking through, I'm securing things, putting doors and drawers in proper spots. Put this last light off here. Now I'm going to turn back on my ceiling light. Interior ceiling. And I'm going to say doors and drawers. Walk through the unit. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed. All our items are tucked away securely so they're not going to bounce during travel. Got everything all set. Okay, now the most important thing, I'm bringing your slides in. On your bedroom slide, this bedroom door has to be open. There's a area back here. You can see for this door to be open in order for this slide to close. So with that door open, come to bed slide, just press in. See, the slide will not even move. With that door closed. Come to our living room, slide in. Bring this in rather quickly. Again, you see the importance of having all doors and drawers closed. See how this living room is on a hydraulic. One side will come in and the other. Got our unit in. Shut off our ceiling lights. And exit the unit. Now see how that light is set to when you open up the door, it's going to come on. That will help you when you arrive. Close the door, lift and turn that handle. That's how you want that door for travel. If we are out boondocking, we're going to get up underneath the rear of the unit here and dump our fresh water tank. We're going to come up here, and bring up our auto leveling system. No vehicle in the way. Come up here. We're going to use our arrow up here till it goes all the way up here. You can go manual mode and hit enter and just bring down each one as your own. We're going to go to auto retract, enter to begin. Again, making sure nothing is clear, nothing is in the way in the rear or in the front, because your front is going to dip down first. Front's going to dip down, and then it's going to start bringing up all of our auto leveling. So now once it brings all them up, come back up here to your control panel. It says retracting jacks. Not level, jacks up. Go where it's the front part here and lift your unit back up. Lift it back up to the height that you need to put your vehicle back on here. Then once your vehicle is back on there, you will hit retract and hit the front, and that will retract up your front legs so that you can hit the road. If we're at a campsite, we're going to unhook our water, our cable, our power, bring up them stabilizing jacks and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be in front of your tires on your off-camp side of your driver's vehicle. Driver's side of your tow vehicle, excuse me. Take this sewage hose, hook that up, come inside here, and pull that black tank handle. Now once it sounds like that's no longer draining, go inside, make sure your black tank is empty. If it is, come back out here with this black handle open, grab the hose at the dump station, come up here where it says tank flush. Hook up your hose at your dump station, let that run for a good 5 minutes, again emphasizing with this black handle open. When that's done, close that, remove that hose, close that, make sure all that washout that you put in there has drained, then close this black handle and pull your gray handle. Okay, gray handle is going to be cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers. While those are draining, I like to go ahead and open up my low point drains. We're going to drain out on the ground right here. When that gray is done, close that one up. Don't remove your hose yet, because you have one more gray to pull right here. Pull that, let that drain. When that's done, when that second gray tank is done, go ahead and remove your hose, and you can store it conveniently and sanitarily right inside this sewage hose holder. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Montana for many years to come. Happy camping.